It's easier than ever to slip into a cycle of wasting your days away looking like this. I do it, you do it, we all do it by logging off and spending some time in the present. It's also easy to pull yourself out of that rut and start living again. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ella and you are joining me on Miss Ladybug and Me. And this week I thought it would be fun to just talk a little bit into how I keep my sparkle, how I keep myself positive, and how I've really found living in the present moment and taking myself away from screens and away from the digital world has really helped me in feeling more motivated and productive every day. That's not to say that I stay completely offline. Obviously, hello, I'm on your screen right now. I have been much better at not using scrolling and social media to take up the space in the low points of my day and actually shifting my focus onto something that makes me a little bit more present and a little bit more here and now. For a bit of context, if you don't know me, I live in a van that I'm currently building and I work full-time in hospitality as well, so I'm juggling quite a lot. So with a super busy life, it's really important for me to make sure that I am taking the time to switch off and calm down. Recently, I've been actively trying to live in the moment, even though I have built a life for myself online. Because of that, I've formed some new habits and some small changes that I believe to be very, very beneficial, especially navigating my early 20s. For example, every time you go for a walk, do you listen to music? Have you got your headphones on? Are you jamming to the playlist that you've just made? Or are you listening to the birds around you? Are you listening to the waves crashing on the sea? Your steps against the stones? Next time you're commuting, trust me and take your headphones off and listen to the world around you and just see how much better that makes you feel. Especially if I'm overwhelmed or anxious, it definitely helps to take my headphones off, live in the moment, and trust me, I know, getting motivated and getting up and doing something is much harder than it looks. But I've definitely found a few methods that are tried and tested for me and definitely works. Method number 1. I call this the 1-2-3 method. And I've definitely got it from somewhere, but I have no idea who said it first, and so many people talk about it, so you can definitely find more about it out there. But the 1-2-3 method is as simple as setting yourself a task, say it out loud, 3, 2, 1, get up and go and crack on. Method number 2 is the break it down method. It's really, really, really easy to do, and it just breaks down bigger tasks into smaller steps. For example, if you need to tidy your room, instead of writing down tidy your room, write down put all the washing in the washing basket, clear the floors, clear the surfaces, make the bed, hoover, whatever you need to do, just break it down into all the small steps and then write them down individually. Get yourself a little highlighter or make a little box next to it so you can tick it off and get that gratification. And honestly, it does keep you motivated to finish all of them tasks as well, especially if you've got more things to tick off. I just find that so much easier. Tried, tested, I love this method. Method number 3 is an accountability buddy, life-changing method. It's as easy as this: text a friend or family or have them there with you and tell them the task that you're going to do and tell them to check in on you. By this logic, someone's holding you a little bit more accountable than just yourself. So it means you're way more likely to actually crack on with the task just so that you can say, yes, I got it done. Because we all know it feels a bit shit to say, no, I haven't started it yet. Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty. You are in a rut. You have no idea how to come out of it. This is what to do. Listen, I get myself into ruts all of the time, and because of that, I have to pull myself out of them all of the time. That is why I have compiled a list of things that I do every time I'm in a rut, and I desperately need to get out of it. First things first, you're obviously not feeling too great about yourself because you are in a goddamn rut. So let's flip the script a bit. The first thing I tend to focus on is how I present myself. And the easiest way in doing that is getting yourself a new wardrobe diva. I know, we haven't got that kind of money to spend, me neither, don't worry about it, girly pop. What you're going to do is you're going to open your goddamn wardrobe. You're going to make a lookbook. Sounds insane. You know when you go onto Pinterest and you see all them cute outfits and everything? Okay, pin your favourite ones that you know you've already got the ship for or similar clothing items for. Go through your wardrobe, make the cutest outfits you can make, pull them together, take photos of them all, and keep them in your notes app or in a separate folder on your phone so that you can keep referring back to it every time you need a cute outfit. That means every single day you've already got curated outfits that you know you can make out of your own wardrobe, and if you need any extra pieces, get yourself down to the charity shop, baby girl. Look at this top I got yesterday for £3 from the charity shop. And with stuff like this, you can absolutely like change it up a little bit, and you can definitely upcycle clothes too. So putting pins in, cutting things different ways, doing different things with clothes that you've already got so that you don't have to be spending money on new clothes, but you still get the vibe of a whole new outfit. Stick with me here, baby girl. The second step to this is to actually wear those outfits. You're not actually going anywhere. I don't care. Make yourself look good for you, girl. That is the whole point. Now we're about to crack on with the second step, which means you're actually going to have to get up, start doing some stuff that you probably don't really want to be doing. But before that, it's important to take some time for self-care and change your RUT days into rest days before you start ploughing forward. That means you can take some time to actually get the rest in that you clearly need, do some face masks, run a bath, maybe take a walk, do your hair for the first time in 2 months, anything you need to make yourself feel a little bit more like you. I've got step number 1 down. Let's move on to the second step, which is surroundings. You look good, so let's make the shit around you look good. When I was little, my mum always used to tell me, clean room, clean mind. And I hate to admit it, but she was right. Start by trying to organise stuff that piles up really, really easy for you. Whether that be clothes, accessories, stationery, gaming stuff, anything like that. Try and organise it so that you've got a space for everything. And make sure that you try and keep putting everything back in those spaces. I find it really important to make the bottom line that I make my bed every single day. I didn't used to do this and I don't like doing this, but it does make me feel 10 times better. Try it out, it might work. I also like to keep a little tidying room routine. As I said, I really like the break it down method where you create small steps so that you've got a really easy to stick to routine, and it means that you know exactly what you're going to have to do. Also gives you the satisfaction of ticking some little things off of the big list. So honestly, I hold my hands up, my mother was right. Step number 3, it is time to break the routine. This means getting yourself out there. So go outside, go on a little walk, go shopping, go out with some friends, but also make sure you're taking the time to take yourself out. Go on some solo dates, do everything that brings you joy and makes you happy. And try and be present in the goddamn moment. Get off your phone. My favourite hobbies to do when breaking a rut is colouring in, going on some nice walks, upcycling my clothes, junk journaling, and even just going on a drive somewhere and parking up with a nice view. Gets you away from the constant cycle of rotting in bed. So make some new hobbies, go out with your friends, start saying yes and just go anyways. Why not? Start doing the things you're dreaming about doing when you're procrastinating. Now you've already started to come out of your rut. Whether you're faking it till you make it or not, you're probably feeling a little bit better at this point. So it's time to make some new and attainable goals. And to do that, you're going to have to think it through properly. Think about what you want to be doing and give yourself X amount of time to get it done. For example, at the start of springtime, I decided that I just needed to lock the fuck in and get a whole bunch of stuff done. So I made myself a master list for springtime with goals in it. I will read some of them out here, just to give you a bit of a better understanding as to what I mean by this. So I titled it, The Great Lock-In of Springtime 26. Now, I had 4 priorities. Number 1 was growing my TikTok. Number 2 was growing my YouTube. Number 3 was getting more of the van build done. And number 4 was a bunch of random side quests that I just needed to get done. TikTok, I did manage to grow, I think about 300 or 400 followers in springtime. So that was quite good. It wasn't as much as I thought I was going to get, but I did manage to track it and definitely find out the ways that worked and the ways that didn't work. So it was handy nonetheless. For YouTube, my main goal was to post my first ever video on YouTube, and as you can see, I believe this is number 4 now. We definitely made that one happen. For the van build, I saw massive progress. We've built a kitchen, a separate room, an entire king-size bed that turns it into a diner. We have a heating and cooling system. The electric system is done other than the solar panel, and we've started the first parts of plumbing. Essentially, you just need to set yourself a goal and figure out all of the steps that you are going to need to take. Break it down to as small of steps as you possibly can, and then it's much easier for you to follow so that you're more likely to actually reach the end. And if it's possible, I like to make milestones. For example, if it's growing social media, make milestones on different amounts of followers, content you want to post, people you want to collab with, anything like that. Make some clear milestones that you want to hit and clear steps that you need to do to get to your goal, and it will feel so much easier to attain. Step number 5 is to make a vision board. This is my favorite thing in the world. I love doing this. Anytime you feel like you need a change or a shift of focus, make a vision board. It can be digital or physical. It doesn't make a difference, however you want it, and make sure that you hang it somewhere that you're actually going to see it. For example, if you've got a physical vision board, hang it up in your room where you're going to see it every single day on your door so that you see it every single time you come in and out. If you've made a digital one, set it as your home screen so that you're going to see it every single time you go on your phone. This means it's way more likely for you to see the goals that you're wanting to achieve, refer back to step by step, and keep checking in on yourself to see that you are doing what you're actually wanting to be doing. Hopefully at this point you should be out of your rut and you should have a new target so that you're working towards something, and hopefully you won't slip straight back into that rut. To stay out of the rut, keep doing your hobbies, keep seeing your friends, and make sure when you're taking days off, you make it a rest day, not a rot day. There's a difference. Anyways, it has been so nice catching up with you. Keep doing you, keep plodding along, get yourself outside as much as you physically can. Trust me, it helps. Invest in a good goddamn colouring book. And again, the plan is to be travelling all around Europe, living in a van full time by the end of this summer. So if you want to see any of that, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like this video and leave a comment. It really does help. And hit that notification icon if you want to be updated every time my beautiful face pops up on your lovely screen. I shall see you in the next one. Bye!